Welcome, folks. The SAK Show brought to you by MacCoffee. Power your now. Thank you to Wet Lounge and Bollywood Casino, all location partners. And today we are going to speak to one of the characters of an upcoming musical. It's called A Shaft of Sunlight. More details? Let's find out. Mehul, thanks so much for coming, brother.
Thank you for having me.
Nice to meet you, man. Again, you know, we always cross each other when we're picking our kids.
That's right.
And today we're here.
Yeah.
So tell us, Mehul Malde. Who is Mehul Malde?
Mehul Malde is an ordinary guy, really. Born in Kenya, fourth generation Kenyan, actually. Born in Mombasa, but moved to Nairobi many years ago.
Okay.
A local businessman. And my passion's always been theater, acting, sport. And now it's turned into a profession.
It's turned into a profession.
That's right.
That's amazing, man.
Yes.
You know, I know generally people will just say that's just a hobby.
No.
It's mpango wakando, you know.
Let's not get there.
Okay, so tell me, how did acting? I believe you're a veteran. You've been acting for over a decade now.
That's right.
How did the acting bit come about? Did you study it, or is it in your genes, or are you from a background of Bollywood filmy style, or what?
No background really.
Yeah.
Genes, yes. My parents used to be into theater too. They've done quite a few plays in Gujarati though. And yes, day one from school, literature and theater was always my thing.
Okay.
And we've had very good production companies here who've been kind enough to...
So let's go way back in time. You know, there's a wealth of experience you have. So let's go way back. Like the first play or theater that you ever did. Do you recall that?
Not really. I can't remember the first play, but there have been many. There have been really good ones like It Runs in the Family, Run for Your Wife, which was happening just the other week.
Yeah.
I've done that before. There's been Aladdin, there's been Robin Hood, the musicals.
Yes, yes.
The Jungle Book, and yeah, it's been rolling since then. Different plays like we did The Odd Couple, which was very different. It was absolutely very different. Not a musical, a farce, but a really odd type of The Odd Couple. So
it was an odd play.
It was an odd play, but very challenging role, really.
Okay, now tell me how's your journey been from the time it all started, 10 years down the road. Yes,
God's been very kind. Nairobi's been very kind.
Yeah.
I started with theater, now I'm into a lot of television. I appear in a few soaps here and there. Into advertising as well, into modeling. I have a few billboards here and there, which I'm very proud of. Yes.
There's a particular bank that you're modeling for.
That's right.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
So how does it go? Do you manage yourself, or do you have an agency that manages you, or?
I am linked to many casting agents and producers, and as I said, life's been very good. Touch wood. God's been kind.
And there's no like a clash of interest where you work with one production house, then they say, okay, you're bound to me, cannot work with another production
Not at all. I think the theater industry in Kenya is very professional.
Yeah.
All production companies know their limits, and they're all very professional, and they like to work with each other too.
Yeah.
Because the directors I've worked with and the production houses that I've worked with work together too.
Yeah.
So it's been very easy for us as an actor.
Okay. And then in terms of the Kenyan theatre scene, what's your take on that?
There was a law which we had.
I know once upon a time it was like crazy.
It was really good.
And then it just went down, and now all of a sudden it's popped up.
Yeah, the Kenya National Theatre was where I used to be a member, and I used to go watch when I was in school. Yeah. And then all of a sudden it died down, and for the past 10 years everything seems very promising. It's facing north. And I am very optimistic about the theatre industry in Kenya, and
it's growing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So over the years, it's grown crazy.
I know people who compare our productions to the ones in the UK. Yes, when someone compares you to, it's a plus.
What about the financial bit of it?
Well, yes. You can't survive on just being an actor here. I don't think you can. Nairobi is not a cheap place to live in.
True.
But again, as I said, things are improving. We need a lot of help from the government to support this industry. And yes, but sometimes you're bound by logistics. Because it's very time involving. Theater, acting, media, all that is very time consuming. I'm sure you understand that too. So yes, it's challenging in that way, but I think you should have your heart follow your passion. You should follow your passion, and then you don't have to work a day in your life. Really, you know.
You have to business with pleasure kind of thing, right?
Yes.
So tell me, Mehul, you know, we have in Kenya actors acting. It's like, do we have just a handful of actors in our country, or what?
No, we have masses and masses of actors, or who think they're actors.
No. Our masses are there, yes. But in terms of our own community, you know, we get people like, I'll give you an example, for example. Last week I went for a show, I saw Mehul on it. Another one's coming, I'll go and see Mehul in it. And now a few weeks down the road, again I'll see Mehul in it. Like, aren't there any others? It's just Mehul,
God's been great. No, actually, yes. I don't want to sound too happy about what I do, and I don't want to boast, but yes, life's been good, as I always keep saying. But even as a veteran actor, I do have to do my auditions every single time, so there must be some quality.
Also, you have to, like,
absolutely. There's never that I go through straight away. Absolutely, each and every play I have had to audition. I mean, I've been standing in audition lines and people look at me and said, "Why are you here?" Everyone has to go through that. So yeah,
so it's not
I wouldn't just
know.
call it lucky. No, absolutely not. Yes, maybe who you know, because it might be easier for the production company, for the directors to work with the same talent again when they know the caliber. And sometimes when you feel an individual who feels that he can act, but when the lights switch on and you stutter, that's when you really realize.
It's a whole different ball game, true. I know, I'm behind the mirror, I'm an actor, but then when you put me on the stage, the whole thing changes.
As I tell my wife, I've been married for 20 years and I act since.
We all have to put up with that, right?
Yes, that's
okay,
right.
And, so in terms of actors, I'll tell you again, 3 of your favorite local actors.
Local actors, I know Andrew Tumbo, who's very good. There's a girl called Elsie Olwatch. And there's Bilal. 3 of my very good friends who are brilliant actors.
And
I've learned a lot from them.
Who do you look upon? Who would you say was your mentor in terms of acting?
I really don't have a mentor, but I had a workshop with Anupam Kher when he came down. And that taught us a little.
Okay.
I really don't have a mentor. Every day my mentors keep changing.
Where does your inspiration come from then?
Inspiration really comes from my passion. I just like doing what I do. And it just, every role's different.
I think the question should be, how do you prepare for a specific role?
Oh, my wife really helps me with the lines initially.
Only the lines, yeah?
Only the lines.
Okay.
And yeah, you get into that role, you know, every day when you're sitting in traffic, which we do in Nairobi. You just get into that role and you find out who you are. And voila, it's been an easy journey, really.
My name is Zablon. I'm 3 times Mr. Kenya, fitness freak and a personal trainer. MacCoffee morning gives me the perfect start every morning. It is very fast and easy to make it. I just have to open the sachet, pour it in the cup and add hot water. You don't need sugar or milk or anything else. It is fast, convenient and tasty. Above all, it gives me energy for the whole day. And what's a better way to start my morning? I love MacCoffee morning. MacCoffee, power your now.
So a shaft of sunlight, what is this play all about?
It's about a Hindu family where a Muslim girl is married into a Hindu family, and the everyday conflicts happening in India, which were...
So is it like a serious play? I'm just trying to understand.
It's a real play. I
You've
wouldn't
got
call
my
it a
attention.
serious play. I would call it a real play. There are a lot of happy moments in that play.
Yeah.
It's a musical, very good music played by, and it's just an eye-opener.
Yeah.
How a little girl, a small girl, can teach the adults how to live.
Wow. Okay.
So
nothing controversial about that.
not at all.
Not about Hindu versus
It's
Muslim.
just very real. It's real what's happening in the world. But it's an eye-opener, really. And there is nothing controversial about it, not at all. In fact, on the contrary, it will bring the communities together.
Wow, that's what we
Yes.
want. Exactly, that's what we want.
I mean, there was initially, there must have been love for a Muslim to marry a Hindu.
Yeah.
There's no caste system there, really.
Wow.
That's how Bimal married Safina.
Okay,
Yes.
so Safina, we'll meet Safina on the show soon. Right now it's all about Bimal. I love that name, man. Bimal makes it sound so big, you know. And so tell me, Bimal, what about the production house?
Vibgyor.
Vibgyor.
Vibgyor, as in the colors of the rainbow, the other way around.
Okay. This is their first production.
Absolutely, it's a debut for them.
Yeah.
But though I've worked with the director and the producer before,
Yeah.
and a very easy team to work with.
See, you got to know your people also.
And you just make friends in the industry.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that it's a biased industry, not at all.
Yeah.
You have to deliver for them to produce.
Yeah. So tell me, what's so good about this play?
It's just very different. I've not seen Kenya do this before. It's not a farce. It's a musical in a different way. And it's only a play which is casting only 6 characters.
Only 6 characters
Absolutely,
throughout.
yes.
Wow. So tell me, what's so different about the shaft of sunlight? Or is it a shaft of sunlight?
A Shaft of Sunlight.
Yeah.
Yes, it's been played in the UK many years ago, and now it's being shown here.
Yeah.
And I think it's the first time such a play is going to be hosted here, a musical. It's still a musical, but in a different platform, really.
Yeah.
6 characters playing a household. It's got its funny moments, but I think Kenya is going to watch.
Kenya's going to love it. Definitely.
Yes, absolutely. You
Oshawa
must come
Junior
watch it.
High. That's what I'm just looking at my details over here. Early bird tickets are available, by the way. The early birds are at a discount at patahapa.com. patahapa.com/Vibgyor. That's VIBGYOR. Go get your tickets. It's going to be something really, really cool. So in one word, how would you describe the play?
Absolutely fun.
Yeah.
You'll be enticed the whole 2 hours, 1.5 to 2 hours.
Yeah.
And it's value for money, really. So please, do come and watch us.
Bimal is going to be there, so you're cool about
Absolutely,
that.
very cool
Thank
about
you so much. Mehul, thanks so much for coming. It was great learning about the veteran over 10 years in the industry. Amazing, man. Keep it up, and may we meet again after 20 more or so.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you for coming, brother. Cheers.